Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Tuesday, February 8th, and we are here answering your financial questions. Looking forward to hearing more and more from you guys because we're just getting inundated. I don't know, Mark, it's something like the confluence of the first correction of the year happening in January for NASDAQ stocks, tax season. I don't know, maybe just the page turning over and a new month, but we're getting slammed. And we want to answer your questions. It's just that it's awfully hard to get to everything. It really is. So we try our hardest. Send us your questions. Just go to jillonmoney.com, jillonmoney.com. That is our website. Don't forget, when you click the Contact Us button, there's a little form. You complete it. You tell us what the question is. Bottom of the form says, would you be willing to come on the air? Click yes, and Mark will do his magic. Today, we are talking to Angie and Gary from California. I love that we get these couples on. It's so good because if you want to throw shade at your spouse and they're not on the line, that's not cool, but you can just do it together. So tell us what's on your mind. Welcome to the program. And I beg you, don't tell us how nice it is in California.
You got it.
So what's up? What's going on, guys?
So we are wondering if it's a good time based on our age and where we are in life to convert some of our IRA to Roth.
Tell us about yourselves. How old are you?
I'm 57.
And I'm 56.
And we are both retired.
What? Wait a minute.
Yes.
How are you retired so quick, so early?
Just dumb luck, I guess. I don't know.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You're both retired and you're my age. It's daunting. What are you doing with yourselves?
Well, that's part of the issue, I guess. We do kind of temporary work and gig work. Mm-hmm. And then we love to travel. So that's all part of it. We are earning our pensions. We are collecting our pensions.
Okay. So tell me about the pensions. How much money's coming in right now?
So we have in our pensions together, we have $10,598 a month.
What?
It comes in.
Come on. What were you, superintendents, both of you?
No. We're actually both retired from law enforcement.
Oh, I better be careful, Mark. I have a very hard time with authority. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay.
Lock it up.
Okay. So you've got these pensions, which is great. Any other income besides that? You said temp and gig work. About how much from that stuff, like part-time stuff? What are you taking in about?
Well, probably about last year, we brought in about $100,000.
From both pensions and the part-time, or are you saying in addition to that?
In addition to the temporary and part-time was almost $100,000.
Holy crap.
We go out and we work at nuclear power plants when they do refueling.
I don't even know what that job is, but that's super scary. Whatever you just said sounded horrible to me.
It's actually not as bad as it sounds.
But really? It's intense. It's short term, but it's 6 days a week, 12-hour days. And so it pays pretty well.
Are you going to continue doing that? That's like insanity, though.
Our local power plant will be shutting down in 2025. So there's that. But we have started doing that out of state as well. So we're not sure how much longer, maybe just until 2025. So.
But that's a lot of money. So let me ask you a question. Let's just go through some other stuff. You have pension income. You've got this part-time income. Do you guys have some savings, like an emergency reserve fund also?
Yeah, we have about $42,000 in our emergency. Mm-hmm. We have another $11,000. So we have a total of about $68,700 in real liquid type.
And then what about retirement accounts? Because you're in law enforcement, did you also use a deferred comp?
We did. And so we have now in our traditional IRAs together, we both have $271,400.
Okay.
And then we have Roths that are about $75,164.
When you talk about that pension income, does just the pension cover your needs?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a cost of living adjustment with that or not?
We do, yes.
Okay. How about non-retirement money? Do you have some brokerage account money or fund money account, anything like that?
Yeah, we just recently started an account and it's got about $15,500 in it.
How about the house? You own it?
We don't own a home currently, but we pay rent actually to my father-in-law, but we stand to inherit the property on his passing.
Okay. How much do you pay in rent?
$1,000.
Stop it. No wonder you have so much money. So on the 100,000 that you earned, what did you do with that?
Well, last year we took a nice long 7-week RV vacation.
Which we
Nice.
purchased a motorhome
All right.
for.
All right. Oh, okay. That's cool. So you made a big purchase.
Yeah.
I think the idea of moving from a traditional to a Roth could make sense, but you're making a lot of money. So, you're in California, high tax state. You are married filing jointly. So you don't have a lot of deductions, right? Because you don't have a mortgage deduction, you don't have property taxes. So you're solidly in the 24% tax bracket. And there's not much we can do about that. I mean, let's just say that the money grows. Don't put more money into a traditional environment. That's for sure. If you wanted to, you could just build up that emergency reserve / brokerage fund, use that. And again, who knows what taxes are going to be. But if in 2025 and you've stopped actually doing this part-time work and your tax bracket goes down into 22% and you've got some money and you think it's time to convert, okay, maybe. I wouldn't do it right away. I really wouldn't. I like you having some liquidity. I think that there's nothing that's scary here. If we were talking about you were going to be on the hook for an enormous tax liability down the line, then maybe. But I don't think you will be. Frankly, even if you just had to take your required minimum distributions, so be it. Big deal, right? Like you could do it. It's fine. There's no issue around that. And I think you are in unbelievable shape. Now, one question to you, when you inherit dad's house, do you think you'll need to do some work on that house, or are you feeling like it's in the shape that you want it to be in?
Yeah, we'll probably, there'll be no mortgage on it. That's already been done. But we will need to probably do some upgrades on the house.
All right. So that's another reason that I'd love you to just build up some money. How about, you have any kids?
We have 4 boys.
What?
And we have, count them, 9
grandchildren.
Yeah, 9 grandchildren.
Do you help them out at all?
When we can.
But they're all self-sufficient. Our 2 youngest are in the military. The 2 older ones, they're all very self-sufficient. They don't need our help.
No.
Okay. So it's like if you wanted to. Nothing.
Exactly.
And by the way, if all of a sudden you're building up all this cash and you do the house and you got extra money, you could throw some money at the grandkids and help with, college funding or whatever. But like you are in fantastic shape. I love it. I love the plan. Do you have an estate plan? Do you have wills and powers of attorney and what? You're nuclear. You're like freaking Homer Simpson without a will.
I believe it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
I knew we'd get in trouble about that.
I am up in your cage about this, girlie, because this is crazy. First of all, you were in law enforcement. Thank God nothing bad happened. What can I do? What's the cherry on top? How can I reward you?
Make it easy.
How about go to Policy Genius? It's a sponsor of the show, so I get nothing from this gang. I'm just telling you, they have a module. Go to policygenius.com, complete the forms, and do it. And pay like whatever, $200. If you don't like the outcome, then at least you've started the process and then you get a lawyer. But you can just do this, even if you just did it online. I would be so grateful before you go into the nuclear meltdown arena.
Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Mark, when should we give them until to at least complete the first forms from Policy Genius? A week?
A week? Oh, I was going to give more than that. I was going to say by the end of the first quarter.
No, at the end of February, I want to hear from you guys.
Okay.
I want to know that you guys have at least started a process. And if we don't hear from you, I'm going to call you out on the air and I'm going to say you're letting down your children, your 4 children and your 9 grandchildren. By the way, interesting about the military, you know that your 2 boys had to do wills. When you're in the military, you have to do it. Now, if it's good enough for your sons, isn't it smart for you guys?
Yes,
I agree.
And we have talked about it at length. We just have not pulled the trigger.
Ugh.
No pun intended.
Yeah, no pun
intended at all. All right. Don't convert. Build up your cash. But most importantly, please do these estate documents. Please, please, please. I'm begging
We'll do.
Thanks for joining us today. You guys are in great shape.
Thank you.
If you guys need a nudge, Mark and I love to nudge you. You know what's going to happen. When you call us and you ask us about estate planning, we are going to tell you these are the things you have to do. So in advance, wouldn't it be smart before you get on the air with us, like, oh, I guess I'll just go do something. So when she asks me, I won't be embarrassed like that. So if you have a question about it, if you have a question about conversions, about taxes, about planning for your kids, just give us a holler. Go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button. And while you're on the website, sign up for the free weekly newsletter. And don't forget to share this podcast with all of your friends. We're trying to build our audience up. So lift somebody up today. Please, please, please do that. It's really good for you. It's good for the universe. It's good for that person. Grit, growth, grace. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.